So Nate Dogg's son did an interview, and during this interview, he revealed that Nate Dogg's brother and his mother is accusing Snoop Dogg of essentially stealing and hiding and withholding certain things from them. Nate
Is
Dogg
that
died in
right?
2011. He had complications from a stroke, but he left behind a pretty decent catalog. He was signed to death row for the majority of his career. Nate Dogg is a West Coast legend, but he also had a sneaky, successful mainstream career, right? He had a number one song with 50 Cent. He had 3 top 10 hits. He had 18 songs on the top 100. So this is a pretty decent catalog that would feed your family for some time, right, after you pass away. But according to Nate Dogg's family, they have been having a tough time profiting, monetizing, eating off his catalog and his estate due to a lot of troubles they've been having, primarily within the family, but also things that are out of their control. So the first
What's
problem is the
that?
fact that Nate Dogg has 9 kids and they all don't trust each other and they all want to lay claim to his estate.
No, I seen
Damn.
two different interviews, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I seen an interview with you on
No jumper.
No Jumper, and it said you had Nate had 4 kids. But then when we keep reading, we keep seeing it's 9.
Yeah,
so
we
I don't know what's what.
It's about 9 of us.
Okay, so it's 9 of you guys, and all of you guys are somewhat attached to that trust.
Right.
Is that why they tried to put a person in charge of that?
Right. And let me, also take it a little deeper, right? Like, we don't all agree, and I've tried to get everybody to agree. And when everybody don't agree, then everybody got attorneys. You know what the result is.
Everybody wasting money.
That's like that's an impossible task.
You feel me? Then we go into mediation, and it's So, but right now it's like we got the LOC, right, or we got that in place, but still, now we all have to pitch a manager to control the LOC or who we feel like is best the person for the job, and we're letting someone from the court, pretty much decide who they feel would be the best person out of everyone that we pitch.
Let Nate Dogg's story be a strong lesson for a lot of y'all. A quick Google search will tell you why it's been so easy for outsiders to come in and take certain things and split up the family. A court got to appoint somebody to make decisions because the family can't agree on nothing. That's because everybody is fending for themselves. Nate Dogg had multiple baby mamas. They're all filing for child support claims against the estate. The wife at the time was LaToya Calvin. So she got to fend off Sharita Williams, who's filing for over $300,000 in child support claims. Amina Norris filing for child support claims. Rhoda Mooten filing for child support claims. The estate is trying to make it all structured, trying to tie up the loose ends, trying to figure out where the money is. And as they're uncovering where the money is, you got the baby mama stepping. Nah, hold on. No. We need a court-appointed manager because we want to get paid for child support. And we don't trust that. Like his wife and his kids will do right by us. And we don't trust that manager.
How can you even claim child support from a father that probably died before them kids was like as they were kids, bro? You're like, that's crazy.
Who's linked to that woman and her kids will do right by us.
Like, how can you get child support after the fact? Like, that nigga's not even alive. Oh, because his business still make money, I guess. You're not married though. You wasn't married to him at the time.
So we want our manager who's going to, and it's like, wow. And because the family is kind of like discombobulated, it's very easy for others to step in and get involved and take certain things. And now guess what?
Is this really a family though? Like, when you got all these different baby mamas, like, you got 9 kids from multiple different women. Who knows if he has 9, 8, 7, 6? He at least got 4 different baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? At that point, how none of them kids really know they didn't grow up with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's all a big mess and nothing is
it's not really family.
And nothing is getting done, right? And the longer they take.
And even in real families settings, so to speak, where it's not all these different baby mamas, all these different dads. You know what I'm saying? You still have these same problems, bro.
The more money that's gonna go missing, right? Because now y'all got to pay hella money to lawyers, and they'll probably work pro bono because when that check comes, they taking their money first.
Right.
So by the time y'all get the actual check, there's probably no money left because lawyer fees done ate it all up.
Why can't you be that?
I hella close. so I pitched my sister, right? Because my sister, she got a degree in music and she got a degree, in
I like
business,
that. I like that.
and because I don't want, everybody or anybody.
Well, if she got the information and she got
And
a
she got the
degree,
not-
yeah, she did all.
exactly.
I'm with that.
But like I said, it's two different sides. So a couple people, they didn't agree with that, and once they
Is it
don't,
split
everyone
up?
has to agree.
Is
Pretty
it
much.
split up into ninths? Like I own 1/9, and then another kid own one.
We own however much breaks down into our
Right.
our share, aside from what the mother or the wife got type.
So Latoya.
Latoya.
Okay.
Is Latoya still bringing him?
No, Latoya, she's got an attorney. Her attorney show up, and this is what they standing on. Which is a part of the other side, and some people have sided with the other with her.
So now the estate is pulling in money, but so do they just divide it up?
I mean, and then distribute it. Of course the people that's controlling it, they take their cut, and they answering
Let me tell you,
answering calls, dog.
listen, they killing y'all.
an hour.
Listen,
You hear me?
they killing
Hey
y'all.
man, I know. I'm looking at. I'm probably the only one, and it's 9 of us. I'm the only one that sit back. I got this shit in my living room right now on my table. I can just pick this up, and I'm seeing everything we being charged for, and it's crazy.
Oh
shit.
no, it's maddening.
It's crazy. Like it's
To
something.
be honest, the
I don't
whole
think they
point
get.
of those things is to suck every dime
for sure.
out of it and
Yeah.
actually bankrupt it and move on.
Yeah, because it's same thing doctors do. You know what I'm saying? All these people who are certified and shit, that's what they do, man. Because they have the knowledge that you don't, and so they charge like a motherfucker for it, bro. Oh God, and they time because now they got other people to tend to as well. There's some market in it for sure, But
Right.
yeah,
There's movies.
The only
there's
thing that's
TV
saving
shows.
us is what we not playing with, but what we dealing with. It's literally, and that's what allowed me to see, like, like it's still like, you feel me? But I said it a long time ago. We milking the accounts. All that's going on is the accounts is being milked.
That's all they do.
It's not in a music manager's hands. He's not thinking of nothing creatively to continue anything.
Right.
He's just sitting there, milking it, answering the phone. This is how much that costs. Whoop, whoop. This is what's coming in from music that we know of, because it's shit that we not collecting from. By the way,
Oh,
a
for
lot of
sure.
shit we ain't collecting.
For
So that's
sure.
why the first step. Let's just take this from here, put it to the LLC.
So have you ever and we not
Even from hearing his explanation, he's also a part of the problem to me.
this is why it's so important to not sign all these deals and shit. You know what I'm saying? To sign your ownership away. Because once you don't own nothing, you don't control it, and then you die, your family is gonna have a hard time collecting. You know what I'm saying?
Because if they wanted things to be fair, they wouldn't recommend his sister. This dude says that he wants his sister, who's also like one of the kids who laying claim to like this estate. So he wants the sister to be in charge of everything. So he wants all the family members to say, yeah, let the sister be in charge of everything. When the sister would have your best interest like in mind and your mama best interest in mind.
Nah, she's going. Nah, that's not trustworthy.
And she
For real,
couldn't
though.
give a damn about the other baby mamas. So yeah, no duh. Like no duh, they said no. Right? That's egregious. Okay?
Right.
That's from my perspective, have his mama in charge. Right? Have his mama, like in charge of everything, okay? Now they get on to
Which mom though? Like
unreleased
all these
songs.
moms.
Right, and masters and things of that regard. This is when the conversation pivots to Snoop Dogg, okay? So the interviewer asks him, hey, yo, I heard you guys have like 500 unreleased Nate Dogg songs, with like a lot of other artists, like
500?
Eminem, Warren G, and others that you could release and make even more money. So he starts off on this, and he quickly pivots the attention to Snoop Dogg. Now, you could tell, like, he still wants to protect the relationship with Snoop Dogg, so he does something very slick. He throws out the accusations against Snoop Dogg, then say, well, like, it's my grandmama who's making the accusations and my uncle, not me. But you brought it public, so you're making the accusations now.
So there's a report that you have 500 Nate Dogg's songs.
Yeah, there was a report that Snoop had that.
Yeah.
There was something out that Snoop had my pops masters, but masters can contain a lot of things. That's the thing. I just put a number on it in that interview. That was like another interview where I put a number on it. But there is something going on. There's a feud right now, and I'll be the one to say it because it's my family, and it's like, and I'm who I am, and some shit went down, at a show. You feel me recently, and it's like, I might as well. I feel comfortable sharing and speaking on it. But supposedly Snoop, got the okay from my grandma to go to her house and get my pop's masters. She, pretty much showed him where the masters were, however this occurred, and he left with the masters. My uncle, when my daddy got sick, my uncle placed the masters at my grandma's house.
Gotcha.
He wasn't aware that Snoop went to my grandma's house and got the masters. And I'm only repeating what my uncle is like riding on. Like, and when I say riding on, like, me and him just got into a big feud at Warren G's show recently.
But see, the thing is about it, bro. This is a business, and it's a streaming era business at this point. There's no CDs being made, copies. So you got to think. Although Snoop might have that, and their deal is that he's probably not releasing the songs, and so-called they can make money off of. Is there even money to be made though? How well are those songs even going to stream in this day and age? You know what I'm saying? Even if it was still the CD era, how well would they really sell? Of course, there's an audience and a market for it, but you got to think of all the expenses that goes into that. You gotta buy the beat. If like you said, there's a song with Eminem on it, other artists, you gotta get that cleared through they label and this, that, and the third. It's just so much expense. Music is not profitable in 2026. Since Spotify and Apple Music took off, nigga, music has not been profitable for the average. You know what I'm saying? That's just the truth. And anybody in music, they're not gonna tell you that because it's an image they have to sell. But they know it themselves.
Like, in front of a lot of
Only way you're making money is by touring and merchandise, bro. Something that you can actually sell for more than 1 penny a stream. You don't even get a penny a stream, nigga. It's like 0.0, which should be how the hell is 0.00198 an actual dollar amount? Like that's not even like, that's a fraction of a penny, bro. Like, you're getting fractions of a penny per stream, bro.
people, and it was like embarrassing almost. And I want to get this off because we ain't talked since, and this is something that I'm speaking on as to like shit that's affecting me on some, like, man, this shit kind of whack, like.
The fact that bro don't understand why his family or why his uncle would be going off on him or angry at him, bro. Like, again, I love Snoop. I'm not involved in this. I'm not, not Nate Dogg's family, obviously. So I would think Snoop wouldn't do this. But the grandmama is telling you, hey, baby, Snoop Dogg came to the house and got it. The uncle is telling you, hey, I put this at the grandmama house. Grandmom said Snoop came and took it. And then
What matters though legally is who had legal ownership over those records. You know what I'm saying? Those might have been owned by Death Row Records. That's who he was signed with, right? So them could have been owned. Although the uncle had possession of them, who actually owned them though? If the uncle actually owned them, then he could have a lawsuit on Snoop or Death Row Records. You know what I'm saying? And get those back. You're still gonna have a problem releasing some of that stuff though. You might could release a good amount of it, but some of them you're gonna have a problem with. You got to get the license for the beat because now the engineer, if they're even alive, may want their money. If you just release it, they'll sue you. Take it down. You know what I'm saying? Then it's just money, bro. Like it's not a whole lot of money to even make off it.
you calling Snoop and Snoop like, nah, I wouldn't do that, young one. And then you go publicly and try to go against the uncle and the grandmom to protect the relationship with Snoop Dogg. Of course he's mad at you. Of course he's spazzing out on you. Of course he don't rock with you. Because you're not holding it down for the family. Yo, he's telling you, hey, bruh, I know where I put the masters at. I know where I put them songs at. Grandmom's saying, oh, yeah, baby, the things was here, but then Snoop came and got it. Whole time the son is like, nah, man, I don't know. Even during this interview, I don't know if Snoop did it, man. Like, like my uncle and my grandmama standing by, but I don't know. Me and Snoop still cool. Yeah, no duh. Now, again, I'm not even sure if Snoop actually did it because obviously I wasn't there. How would I know? But if the grandmama is standing on 10 toes, you supposed to be the voice of the family. You supposed to ride with the grandmama. I'm sorry, right or wrong.
Cause I don't know what's what, but I'm just sharing what's out there and what's what I'm being told. And what Snoop has always told me is, he don't got it and he don't know you, and he would never do something like that. But my thing
Is that right?
it's like, I at least would want to know, like, you do got it and it's safe, maybe, because
At this point, he lied to you though.
uncle was
If
over
he
here
does.
like
Okay.
wilding, like ready to, like, nigga,
500 songs is a lot of songs, bro.
like, and my uncle alcoholic, nigga got a drinking problem, but the nigga get drunk and be ready to risk it all over this shit. You feel me? So it's like nigga, for real, and so yeah, he left with him. My uncle put the masters there, and it's just an ongoing feud right now.
So you
and
don't
it
really
kind of
know-
placed me in the middle.
So
in
you
a
don't
sense.
really know where the masters are.
Nah, but I know that he said that he placed them there, and I don't believe he
And
lying.
your grandmother told you.
I ain't talked to my grandma about it, but for some reason I assume that my grandma is riding with my uncle. But it's like my grandma hasn't I mean, at least not publicly, but she not like that. She very church lady, raised all her kids in the church. So whatever he's probably saying is for sure coming from, mama in the house.
Okay, so we don't even know if Snoop got it or not.
Nah. And I don't want to say that he do.
Right.
But I do want to say that this is something that's going on.
That's what they
within
saying.
the family, yeah, and that's what they
Okay.
saying. And I reached out to Snoop many times where I probably was mad and just went off on him or something. You feel me? And he straight up would tell me like, man, I don't know what you talking about. Like, you feel me? And always gave me that love. You feel me? As far as like, I don't know what you talking about. But but it's to a point where, my uncle is standing on this, and and I separated kind of myself from my uncle in this situation.
Whenever they say place the master, you gotta think this is a hard drive that the songs are saved to, bro. Files, nigga. Man, that shit could have been lost, destroyed. Ain't no telling,
But this is why I'm saying I want to, I'm just getting.
And if songs happen to get released, then Snoop Dogg is lying, or whatever, But regardless, like I say, once you sign that record deal, bro, you no longer own yourself. So they could have the records and release them, and they don't have to pay y'all shit. That's the deal that Nate Dogg signed when he died. Before he died, you know what I'm saying? Possibly, allegedly, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have to pay you shit.
It off here because I probably you asked me the question and this is the truth behind that, as far as really where some masters would be. And we're not saying like Snoop got everything. There's shit that Warren G got that we heard, or there's shit other people got. It's never I never moved on something because we don't have nowhere to take it, honestly. And until we didn't have the business right with the estate and moving that and getting that right, then it's never nothing that I really wanted to step on or like, what we gonna do that for? What we gonna get some money for, like to pay the estate?
Right.
But it's a lot of shit is good to know because honestly, my business is in order to where if somebody gonna have to answer once that shit get to the LLC. We gonna start sending, certain things out to where it's like, we gonna at least need a proper answer as to if you got something or if you don't. No matter who it is. I'm not saying that that's what's going, no matter who it is.
Listen, man, grandmama go to church every Sunday, man. Grandmama ain't lying on Snoop, man. Now, maybe she, grandmama is old. Maybe she don't know certain people. Maybe, people just look alike. Maybe, I don't know, right? Like she confused Daz Dillinger for Snoop Dogg. Maybe that's what happened, right? Maybe Daz Dillinger came by and she thought, okay, maybe this is Snoop. Maybe that's what happened because I don't think grandmama lying, bro. I think somebody got it. I think somebody came and got it, and nobody tried to speak up. But this is a shame, man. To see what's happening to Nate Dogg is a shame. Nate Dogg is a legend. Regardless of how I feel about Nate Dogg's son, Nate Dogg is a legend. All right. Now, his son is a legendary cloud chaser. While LA was burning down, like while our lives were being affected, while I had no power in my home for days, Nate Dogg's son was outside in the middle of the fire filming music videos as firemen were losing their lives fighting the fire. He was outside. Literal fireman is running to go put out fire. He's outside filming a music video to get clout off it. So I don't rock with the son at all. I think he's a loser. But what's happening to Nate Dogg is not cool, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Do y'all believe that Snoop Dogg was still
How is it not cool? This is what happens when you die. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us are gonna go experience something like this with family, bro. You know,
this?
so it's unfortunate. You
Do
know.
y'all believe that Snoop Dogg will actually steal it? Let me know, okay? And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, then click on
Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you want to hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at you on the next one, and I'm gone with you. I pity name.